This is Two Guys Talking About with Kevin Kolbe and Bill Jordan.
Welcome to Two Guys Talking About. I'm Kevin.
I'm Bill.
And this is our weekly video podcast show where we talk about kind of really whatever we want to talk about. Is that fair?
It's our show.
It's our show. Actually, we've gotten a lot of great ideas, and we love that. So please let us know if there's some things you think we ought to be talking about, or maybe we ought to just shut up about. I'm okay with that. You know.
Next week, Two Guys Shutting Up.
Mimes. Are they really cracked up for that? Nah, it didn't make it. So anyway,
You can pretend to get out of a box.
There we go. Actually, what a screwed up box. All right, so today, though, we are talking about pet peeves.
People, they just ruin it for everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching us. So
we're two.
Bring them into the conversation.
Kevin and I are two. I think we're two positive individuals. We love people.
That's not where I thought you were going.
We do.
We're two angry old men.
But
who,
I go back to my initial statement. People, they ruin it for everybody sometime.
I actually had a church leader once say to me, I think jokingly, church would be so great. Church would be great if it wasn't for all the people.
People.
By the way, he's not at that church anymore.
People, what are you going to do?
So, pet peeves. Now, you're going to find this fascinating. Well, maybe. The word.
You know what annoys me? When people tell me what they think I'm going to like.
This could possibly be the longest one we've done, just because I was asking my wife. I said, "So we're doing a show on pet peeves." I said, "What are mine?" Oh, she's like rattling them off. It's the sad when you.
What are yours, or what is hers about you?
Oh well, I don't know.
Maybe that's what she was doing.
Crap it. That's a good point. So the word peeve was first used around 1919. The term was from the 14th century word peevish, meaning ornery or ill-tempered.
So if a pet peeve then is something that makes us ornery or ill-tempered.
Well, I guess that makes sense, though, because in reality, it's like you cannot influence my attitude. In reality.
Correct.
You can try.
But I'm willing to let it go over the edge, apparently, at times.
I'm willing to give it my best.
Yeah.
Now,
I try to not let these things get me. And I'm better, I think, than I used to be. I'm all about that serenity and even keel thing. Yeah. But there are times when it's just, we're human.
Like what, for example, what's one of your pet peeves?
Well, one that is huge that I've gotten a lot of mileage out of on social media is abandoned shopping carts left out of the corral. And I have paced them off. I'll go to the local Kroger and I'll see a cart and I'll walk it back to the cart or use it, but I will then pace it off. And it might be 11 steps from the corral. Why would you leave it there? And then I always get some pushback from some nice person who's, maybe they weren't feeling well. Maybe their baby was getting sick and they had to get in the car and leave real quick. Yeah, that's true. But maybe they just left it there because they, too important or
they're
something
lazy.
like that. Or they're lazy.
Let's just call it lazy.
Yeah. I made a post on Facebook. I've got a personal page and a public page. And it was a meme of an abandoned shopping cart. And it was something like, no successful person, leaves a shopping cart abandoned in the parking lot or something like that. It got over 1 million views because it seems to be a real universal thing.
Well, it is. It is. And it I've seen them like up on the grass, the mulched medium.
Yeah, like that helps.
Yeah. I've seen them left in spots. I've seen them on the side of roads, which I'm like, well, how?
I've seen people pushing them down the road.
So what are you going to do when you get home with it?
Yeah.
They're kind of like walking around. Yeah. It's just, I think that comes down to just being honestly inconsiderate.
Well, here's the other thing too. If you have a legitimate health reason, and you need assistance, I have talked to numerous grocery store employees and they are more than willing to help you. If you need assistance getting back out to your car with the cart and bringing it back, they will help you. So if you would do I know it might be a pride thing for you. But to save on the wear and tear of our psyches,
Yeah, stop it.
ask for help. I'm willing to help you. Anybody's willing to help you, rather than just leaving it there.
Okay, so here's a pet peeve of mine. People who stay in the left lane and go under the speed limit. Now, if there's room, I can jockey around them. And by the way, my daughter once said to me, she said, you speed. And I said, no, I don't. I just go faster than slow. So I'd just like to, for any of my people out there in law enforcement, I'd just like to clear that up. But it's just the people that won't get out of the left-hand lane. There are 2 lanes because, they may have to turn maybe 2 or 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
That's one of those ones that, doesn't everyone know this by now?
Get out of the lane!
Or they're on the cell phone. That's the other thing. Cell phone while you're driving and just totally oblivious to whatever else is going on around you. Speaking of like the left lane, and I almost got taken out the other day. Somebody will be in something as small as a smart car. The car is as big as this can.
Yeah, that's not what I call them.
And they're in the left lane to make a left, and I'm in the right lane coming by them, but they've got to swerve right to go left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, to get that correct angle. It's like, really, your turning radius is not that bad for you right now. You can just go ahead and turn. Those people kind of slightly annoy me.
And you were talking about a car that's basically the size of a lazy boy with metal wrapped
It's a
around
glorified, not even a motorcycle. It's like a scooter. But anyway, if you've got one, that's great. You're smart. I'm not. So, I think driving is a lot of my pet peeves. Here's one for you. I'll be on, locally we have a 540 expressway where the speed limit is 70. Therefore, I do 75. Okay. Let's say I do 70. And somebody is coming up on my left or maybe even passing me on my right. And it looks like they're going to pass me. So, okay, here they go. They get even with me and stay there. Now, you got 2 cars going down the road at 70, 75 miles an hour. We are less than 10 feet apart. Is this smart?
No.
It's like we're in a Blue Angels formation.
Yeah.
We're not doing aerobatics here, my friend. So I'll slow down. I will slow down to get away from them. That makes no sense at all to me. None whatsoever.
So here's one. It's a little different, and we were actually talking about this over lunch, and how I described it was hijacking other people's Facebook posts. Now here's what I mean. I'm not going to name names, but I've got at least 2 friends on Facebook that do this constantly. But it'll be somebody's birthday, and so I'll post on there, "Hey, happy birthday, Jenny," right? And this other person will come on who doesn't know Jenny, or maybe does, but they're not related, and will say, and like my comment, and then say, "Yeah, happy birthday, Jenny."
Piggyback.
I'm like,
piggyback onto your
get
post.
your own comment. What the heck? How lazy do you have to be? It's like, well, I don't have time to go, "Oh, here, Jenny, happy birthday." It drives me crazy. Or they're liking my comments on somebody else's that they're not even connected with. And it's like, what? But it always happens on birthdays.
Does happen a lot on
Should
birthdays.
be a joyous time.
Yeah.
See, it's got me upset right now.
There's another one that's a driving one that gets me. You're driving and it's a 3-lane highway, and then you'll see a sign. Left lane ends 1,500 feet.
I know. Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you're trying to be a good guy. You get over into the lane, and then everybody comes flying up on the left because they know some good Samaritan, which ain't going to be me this time, is going to let them in, and they're like 500 yards ahead of you. But they just keep coming. So I sometimes will straddle that line.
Yeah.
They can't get around me.
It keeps them
But
honest.
it's like, doggone it. So, people. So why does that bother me? The other thing, another thing, and I've got, my list is pretty long. I don't know, several pages. Say I'm at the grocery store and I'm looking at Greek yogurt, whatever it is, and I'm trying to make a selection.
No, wait a minute. You're not knocking on Greek yogurt, though.
No, I love Greek yogurt.
Okay, all right.
They invented yogurt.
The Greeks?
So, yes.
No way.
Everything.
Really?
They invented grocery stores.
What about pet peeves?
They invented them. It comes from the Greek word Peeves. Anyway, I'm looking at, and somebody will just walk in front of me. And that's not a problem other than, an excuse me would be nice, or pardon me, or excuse me, I'm in your way. I mean, but just, if you're looking at a magazine rack, something, but you're obviously looking, and they just walk in front of you without saying a word. That That annoys me. That's a big one.
So here's another one too, is people who, okay, there's two things about movies. One will be people that will give things away. You know, I'm the kind when I watch movies or TVs, I don't, especially probably more movie shows, I don't want to know anything about it in advance, especially if it's a movie I want to see. I don't want to know anything about it. I may watch the trailer once or twice because I tend to remember the scenes. I want to go in and just be, oh,
Sure.
I didn't know if it was Star Trek, the guy in the red uniform would die. I didn't see that coming.
Who knew?
Right?
Yeah.
Who knew? And so it's the people that, let me tell you a little about the movie. No. Well, I won't give anything away. No. Now, having said that, I'm going to share a story. So this is a spoiler alert if you've never seen Citizen Kane. Have you seen Citizen Kane?
It was just on the other night. I missed the first 20 minutes, and so I didn't. No, I have never seen Citizen Kane. The best movie, rated by many, is the best movie of all time, and I've never seen it.
I can't even share the story. Okay, so I was in a meeting, and Citizen Kane is about something, and the guy says, "Yeah, who knew it was only about blah?" And it was like, dude, you just gave away.
Really?
In a sentence. Yeah. So we actually created a sign. The guy's name's Larry. We're still good friends. And it was like Larry's rules in a meeting. Number 1, don't speak. Number 2, see rule number 1. And Larry would go, "Can I say something?"
No.
And we would point back at the sign.
Please regard the sign.
Yeah, it's just the thing about people giving things away. Now I usually don't even read the reviews because quite honestly, I like what I like. There are movies that people love that I hated. There's movies that I love that people don't like. And that's okay. You can be wrong. See what I did?
Right, exactly.
But it's just when you feel the need to give something away. The other thing about movies are people that talk in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
Drives me crazy. Now, I'm a purist. I love to get there early, watch all the previews. In fact, my daughter and I have a thing that we applaud for all the time to go out to the concession stand, and you've seen the one. Well, these people put a lot of work into that. So we'll applaud. We'll be the only ones. And then we call the other people haters because they're staring at us. And then there's that trailer where they're riding the roller coaster.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And we're doing our hands up,
Yeah.
We watch the movie. I stay through the credits, even long before Marvel used to put the the endings on there. And the lights up. I love that. But the people that are talking, they're talking the whole time. They're asking questions out loud. It's like,
Yeah.
shut up. I
Right.
want to watch the movie.
I've actually turned in our seat before at the theater and go, "Excuse me, are y'all going to talk the whole movie?"
Have you really?
So, yeah. So I know right now I'll move. If you're going to talk the whole movie, please just let me know. I was nice, but I called him on it. The other thing about the movies too is you go in there. Like Marianne will go to like 1:00 shows, right? So we go in there and no one in the theater, and someone comes and sits next to you or in front of you. It's like, are you kidding me? Same way if you go to the beach, you get out your chairs, you say, there's no one within 200 yards, and someone comes with their 7 kids, and they plop down 15 feet from you.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. Something else too is this is another big pet peeve of most people I know. Let the nice people off of the elevator before you try to shoehorn your way in. When the door opens on the second floor, maybe somebody wants to get on before you get on. It's just an idea. Yeah. That and ghosting gets me, and that's through.
And what is ghosting?
To me, ghosting is Facebook Messenger or texting. Somebody will text you a question. How's so-and-so going? How's the whatever going? And you answer, and they're gone.
Oh, like
there's no acknowledgement of your response. They're just gone. Now, maybe this is texting etiquette that I don't get. You're supposed to ask a question and then not care whether you get the answer. I honestly don't understand it, and it does. It's
a pet peeve.
Oh, yeah. Because if you don't care, why ask me?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not expecting writing these tomes back and forth, but at least a little acknowledgement about your answer.
Yeah. There's a whole thing about social media we could probably do that probably bothers you too. I'll tell you another one that I wrote down is. Have you ever had the situation you're checking out somewhere and you get up to the cash register and the person who's supposed to be checking you out is like on the phone Have you ever had that happen? They're engaged in a conversation.
I don't think I have, but I would call them on that.
Oh, my word. It's just like I'm interrupting them to spend money, and it's like, get off the phone. It blows my mind.
Here's another one, what cashiers do. Cracks me up. I'll say, how are you today? And I know what the answer is going to be. Well, in 5 hours and 13 minutes and 27 seconds, I'm going to be fine because I get off. They always tell you about as soon as I get out of here, it's going to be a good day. It cracks me up. Chronically late people. We're all late upon occasion, right?
On occasion, well.
But people I know that are always late, and they wear it as a badge of honor, as if, well, we're late. We're going to be late. Yeah, we told you we didn't at 6, but you know us. You look for us about 6:30. I've got a friend of mine. You could say we're going to go to a concert. We're going to, meet for dinner. His attitude was always, hey, as long as I'm there before it's over, I'm not late. And was serious about this. I don't understand a friend of mine told me this, and it's true, and it pertains to being late or a lot of things. If it is predictable, it is preventable.
Yeah, you were saying that. And
so if you know that you're going to be, then be 10 minutes early, not 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
I mean, it does kind of show that you don't really care about other people's time, to me.
There's a website called Ranker. It's ranker.com. Makes sense. They actually published the 100 biggest pet peeves of the year. Number 1. Can you guess number 1? We have not mentioned it.
Really?
Nope.
Nasty political posts on social media.
That's a good one, though. When people copy your ideas, but they get the credit for it.
That used to happen quite a bit. Yeah.
Now,
in work.
of course, is that I get it's a pet peeve, but it's just like wrong.
Sure.
It's like they basically steal what you've done, and then they get the credit, and then they don't give you any credit for it.
Right.
We'll probably post that somewhere. It's 100. Number 2 is interrupting, which is one of mine. When I asked my wife, she goes, when people interrupt you. And I'm like, oh, that's true. And then I think I interrupted her to thank her.
I will finish people's sentences of people that I know, and I shouldn't do that. I need to just lay back.
But do you ask people's opinion or a question or something, and before they can answer, you've already interrupted?
I don't know what I do wrong, but it's a lot. I have been assured that I do many annoying things.
I do that, and I catch myself too with it, because I'll tell our kids, like, don't interrupt, and then I'm interrupting them, and it's one of those things. So here's our question for you: what is your biggest pet peeve?
What annoys you about us?
No. Yeah, if we're the pet peeve,
we ain't got time for that.
Yeah, just watch something else. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, we ain't got no time for that. But seriously, hit us up on the comment wherever you're watching this, and let us know what your biggest pet peeve is, because we'd love to hear that.
I bet you we covered it.
We probably have. And check out the list on Ranker and see if yours is on there. Share this with somebody that maybe just really bothers you.
And don't forget to use your turn signal.
Here you go. Listen, we really appreciate you watching. We love the support, and we'd love to hear from you again on the pet peeves or anything else you want to talk about. I'm Kevin.
I'm Bill.
And until next time, thanks for watching Two Guys Talking About.
This has been Two Guys Talking About with Kevin Kolbe and Bill Jordan. If you have an idea or comment, or you're interested in sponsoring the show, connect and find out more at twoguystalkingabout.com. Two Guys Talking About is produced by Kolbe Creative Media.